Today, I want to talk about dealing with difficult or annoying questions from your family members or even friends during the holidays. So, for instance, you might get the question, when are you going to have another baby? Or, wow, you having problems like losing that baby weight? We all know, like, it's ridiculous some of the things that come out of people's mouths and what they think is appropriate. So, I always say this, take a moment to first know that their feelings are not your feelings. You don't have to take that on. But there's a way to think about how you want to react. And I always say, there's kind of four different categories you have to ask yourself. Is this coming from someone who is clearly just saying what they want? They want you to have another child. If that's where you think they're coming from, then you might want to react with just a reflection like, yeah, I know you really, really want us to have another baby. Sometimes that's all you have to say. You don't have to go on from there. Just reflect back that you hear what they want. That's it. Sometimes that's enough because they are going to keep saying it until they think you've heard them, right? So you can make it really clear. I totally get it. You really want us to have another baby. End of sentence. Sometimes it's just the end of the sentence. The second thing is maybe it's not that. Maybe they think you really want to have another baby right now. And you can, in that instance, you want to clarify. You can say, actually, we're really, really happy right now. Like, this is kind of exactly what I want to handle or exactly as much as I can handle right now. So we're good. So that's when you want to clarify, when you think, oh, they think that's what I want. Okay, so I'm just going to clarify. Actually, it's not what I want right now. Or actually, like, I'm really happy at this weight. I feel really strong and healthy. Boom. Lots of times that's enough to just, stop the conversation. The third thing is when you think somebody's really trying to be manipulative and really trying to push their opinion on you, this is somebody who thinks you should have another baby because if you don't, and this is when I call it like you want to make it like a catastrophic answer. You want to say what their worst scenario is, like, yeah, I know. You think if I wait a few more years, I'll just end up with 100 cats and like never be able to get pregnant again. Oh my gosh, that would be a nightmare. And you almost make it like the most exaggerated version of the story possible. And what this does many times is this puts somebody on the defensive. They realize maybe they've gone too far, like, oh, no, of course. Actually, you have some time. I'm not guaranteeing it'll always work, but sometimes it will work. Because it shows them maybe that they're being a little bit ridiculous, okay? So that's for somebody who's really pushing and making you feel like that's what you should do. So that's when I do kind of a catastrophic response. So there's clarifying, there's reflecting, there's doing like a catastrophic response. And then the last one is distraction. Sometimes it's just somebody who they're filling the air with words. They don't know what else to say. They don't care if you have another kid. They don't care if you lose the weight. They're just making conversation and they don't know what else to say. So if that's the case, then you just distract. You say, oh yeah, we don't know yet. We haven't decided about another kid, but you know what? Your grandma just told me that you took this really cool camping trip. Tell me about that. They don't know how to have a conversation. Teach them how to have a conversation, but about a topic that you're comfortable talking about. So that's when you realize now it might have triggered you. So that's when you realize that's on you, but they didn't mean to. They're just making conversation. So that's when a distraction is perfect, both for you and for them, because they're just like treading water, like, please, I don't know what to talk about. What's appropriate? So you guide them, say, actually, I just learned to cook this, amazing stroganoff or whatever. And then lead them into a conversation that you're comfortable with. So those are the four things that you can do during the holidays when you're faced with annoying or flat out inappropriate questions from friends and families. So think about reflecting, clarifying, having a catastrophic answer, or distracting. I hope that's helpful.